Regret. I regret eating that pizza. I regret binging Gossip Girl. I regret leaving my ex. I miss her so much. Man, I miss her too. But I guess 4 inches, it just isn't enough. But when you say regret, we don't mean those things. Those little things can be fixed. A slice of pizza won't hurt you. Gossip Girl's kind of fire. And brother, forget that girl. There's plenty more fish in the sea. But there's certain things you do, certain things you neglect every single day that will ensure when you're old, when you're past your prime, you look back in regrets. All that potential you had, just gone. What would have happened if you tried more? When you were 18, 20, 25? Why were you so stupid? Why didn't you rise to the occasion? Fulfill your potential. Why did you fail yourself? Instead of busting your ass in the gym, you were just busting nuts. Instead of making money, you were just collecting coins. Instead of leveling up, improving your looks, your money, your personality, and finding that beautiful woman, a partner to share the rest of your life with, you were watching adult content, subscribing to OF, and chasing girls in the parties in the club. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. It's the actions which you take every single day that will decide if you grow old and be the guy looking back and enjoy and happiness. The confidence to put yourself out there. The ability to work hard and avoid temptations. Or growing old, hating everyone around you, still struggling in life, and looking back in disgust at the man you were when you were younger. Nah, I think I'm gonna watch some porn. And luckily I'm here to stop you from pushing that red button that will ultimately destroy your life. And most likely blow up the bikini bottom. Now these things that I'll mention will probably not destroy your life for good. You probably might be okay. But these things are just not great for you and ultimately make your life a lot harder than it needs to be. It's like you've got 1 gym badge and a level 20 Pikachu and you're going against Elite 4. You've just made the game a lot harder. And speaking of games, number 10 on this list is gaming. Now gaming, it's not that big of a problem. That's why it's number 10. It's not the game itself, it's what it replaces. That feeling of getting rewards, that feeling of achieving something. When that's not in your life and gaming is. Getting gold, being Unreal in Fortnite, Golden League of Legends, getting level 100 Pikachu. When you're level 1, you're bronze, you're iron. Your life sucks. You haven't even pressed new game, start campaign, you haven't done any of that. In the game you're level 100, you're on a private yacht. But in real life, you're level 1 and you don't even have a car. You don't even go outside. In the game you're slaying dragons, in real life you're slaying your meat. So yeah, not much to it. Just the dopamine you're getting from the games is not transferring to your real life. You need to be getting dopamine from doing other things like going outside, getting a girlfriend, speaking to women, doing other things in your life that can give you some joy and real feedback, real income in your life, not the video game. And when you do that, you'll level up in real life, and then yeah, maybe you can level up in the video game sometimes, but you need both. Number 9, choosing the wrong woman. This one's pretty straightforward. Just don't date a slut. You don't want to choose the first woman that you see, the first woman that shows you some interest. You need to have some kind of options first. I see so many other guys and my friends even just picking the first woman they see and saying, you know what, this is comfortable, this is what I want to stick with. And ultimately they settle for a woman that, you know, might cheat. She's talking to other guys. She doesn't really fulfill his life or make him any better. Instead of adding to your goals and being on the same path, they take away from it. She knows you want to get abs, but she's ordering pizza with your money. Doing everything so you can get fat, lose progress in your life and never reach your goals. And she's unattractive. Bro, what's wrong with you? A lot of guys get into these situations that are not ideal for them, not the one that they would choose if they had choice or a chance to choose what they wanted. Thinking what would have been different if you would have approached the girls you want to approach. Waiting a little bit longer to meet an actual high quality partner that will, you know, improve your life. 8. Substances. The big one is alcohol. You go to the party, you get drunk, you drink alcohol to get confident, to get the girl, to get wasted, to not be able to get up in the morning. In 2 ways. Wake up, your head is banging. You're in dire pain, and your testosterone, just say goodbye. All the great things you can put into your body, pause. Vitamin D, magnesium, glycinate, vitamin C, all these other things. You can eat an apple, but no. You choose to drink alcohol, poison your body. You choose the alcohol, the drugs, the Mountain Dew. What's wrong with you? 7 is going to be screen time. Go into your phone settings, check your phone, look at your screen time. 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Okay, now triple that. Your screen time isn't just what's on your phone. It's what's on your laptop. It's what's on your tablet, everything you use, all your devices, your television. So that screen time figure is actually inflated. Beating your meat to the hub, doom scrolling Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all these pointless things that are not gonna show you any return, to be honest. No return. And one day when you're old, looking back at all this stuff that you've done, you won't remember those memes on TikTok, on Twitter. You remember the times that you went outside, spoke to a girl, got rejected. You look back and laugh at that. You look back and laugh at the time you grazed your elbow playing football. You fell over. Sexy number 6 is gonna be your poor diet. Look at what I eat and look at what you eat. Ultra processed food, sugar, seed oils, E numbers, red 40, things that kill your testosterone, kill your physique, literally kill your brain, making you look worse, be tired and be lazy. Within the next month, I want you to readjust your grocery list. Readjust what comes into your body. Every person should be able to eat what they choose. And if you're choosing to eat the burgers, the processed breads, the cereals, the snacks, the Doritos, the chips, If you want to do those things, that's on you. Your diet is shit. 5 is bad spending, and that's pretty obvious. Saving, investing, putting money into yourself, good. Buying expensive clothes and leasing cars is bad. Number 4 is gonna be poor sleep, and look, I'm very guilty of this. Staying up, doing extra work, playing video games maybe even. Some of you probably think that sleeping is wasting some of your life. Like, why would I sleep my life away? But the fact is, your sleep might be the most important thing for self-improvement and your physical health overall. It doesn't matter if you eat the right foods, go to the gym, you know, get a girl, have good mental health, meditate every day, if your sleep is bad. From my own experience, I know this. When I was going to the gym, sprinting, eating the right foods, doing the right activities throughout my day, getting the sunlight, and my sleep was bad, it didn't matter at all. Still had no energy yet. My brain fog was crazy. Like, I couldn't even get a video like this out. I'm pretty sure war prisoners went through like torture by staying up. They were just forced to stay up. And you're doing that to yourself by just wanting to watch TikToks of that girl twerking her ass. Like, come on, bro. And that girl twerking her booty, whether it's huge or non-existent, perfectly goes into number 3. Adult content. Simply put, you must stop watching adult content. You just need to stop that. Consuming content that steals your drive, steals your innocence, steals your sense of life around the opposite gender. When you do this, you submit to your urges, telling yourself that you can't resist it. You can't. Feeling your biological urge every single day by wasting it on a bunch of pixels. Why would you do that? Your main driver in life is to reproduce, have kids, and you're telling your brain that every single day. Telling your brain, I'm good enough to have kids. I'm good enough to pass on my genetics. No, you're not. Because if you were, you wouldn't be busting nuts all over your mother's kitchen floor. You wouldn't be doing that. Mingling, finding friends, finding a partner to reproduce with or have in your life. That's what you'd be doing. But no, you watch adult content, supporting people, the women that wouldn't care if you died, talking to chatbots, doing all these things in the sexual underworld that are not gonna benefit you at all. Not transmitting your energy, finding a real partner in real life that will help you throughout your whole life, reproduce, do all the other things. That's not what you're doing. You're just a wanker, and to be honest, most of you guys will just be gooning to your grave. I hope that won't be you. Number 2 is going to be bad influence. But not only this, content that you consume. Things that you penetrate your mind with. The things you consume, the things you put into your mind. People around you, all these things go together. You're the products of the people around you and the content you consume these days. And the people around you are going to want to hop on the video game, go mingle and chase mediocre women. Or watch content that wastes your time that isn't informative or even funny. And you're watching brain rot TikToks, chasing women, playing video games all day. This is not going to be something that's going to help you to become a more intellectual person. Those things are not going to help you. So down below, subscribe to someone that's going to help you, someone that's going to be your friend and elevate you to the next level. Do it. And the number 1 thing that is destroying men, the thing that will just destroy you from inside out, make you live a life of regret, grow old looking back thinking you should have done things different, want to restart life, want to have a second try. But that's the thing you don't get. There's no second tries. Number 1 thing ruining men is taking no risks. Simple as that. You have a life of comfort. You're not taking enough risks. It's risky to approach that girl. It's risky to buy that new PC to become a graphic designer. It's risky to tell your parents that you don't want to go to university, you want to do something else. But that's the beauty of it. Because comfort, not taking risks, is going to always leave you wondering, what if? What if you weren't a pussy? What if you would have just tried? What if you would have just done something different? What if you just would have been yourself? Taking your own path. Maybe you would have made millions. Maybe you'd have a loving wife right now, a girlfriend. Maybe you wouldn't be so upset with your life. Right now, you're already regretting things. You're already regretting not taking risks. The thing you must do right now is, from this point on, take calculated risks. I'm not saying be stupid. I'm not saying jump out the window thinking you're gonna fly, because you haven't got wings. You're not an angel. Some of you guys are devils. Okay, not you, but some of you. Maybe you succeed. Maybe you'd fail. But what would be certain is that you did try. Only a loser when you didn't even play the game. You didn't gain any experience. You didn't gain anything in your life. You didn't gain any improvement in your life. You stayed the same. Your balls, they just went back up inside you. You didn't want to take that risk. You didn't want to try. Something that you know you could do. Something that you know that you had some potential in. You could have started YouTube videos. You could have started that business. You could have went to university. You wanted to do it. You could have said, Mum, Dad, look, I don't want to be a doctor. Play sports. I want to be a wrestler. I want to be a boxer. Even if you don't become that, you tried. You tried for yourself. You did what you could do. And now you're on to the next thing. Taking another risk. Taking another risk in your life. So one day you're not old. You're not looking for the window crying. Because the fact is, if you feel regret now for the things you didn't do, when you're old, no longer able to do anything, when you're that old, taking a risk is risking your life. So yeah, those are the things that I believe that if men continue doing, they're gonna severely regret it later on, and maybe even immediately in some cases. Not taking risks, you're gonna regret that. When Chad's banging the girl that you didn't approach because you didn't, even though you might even look better than him, have better game, you might have been a better personality, bring more to the table. That doesn't matter. You took no risk, so I guess we'll never know. But what I do know is that you're not a failure, and even though you have done things you regret, things that you might think are unredeemable, that's not true. And if you fail, I know you'll get up. Because you will take L's. But don't take them L's in vain.